Good day, folks. I'm Tim, and you're watching The Adventures of Two-Wheel Tim. Today's video is part 2 of Beast Around the Bay, and I'm going to share with you my journey on my ride from Santa Cruz to Monterey. That, folks, is an earthquake.
With a full charge and partly cloudy skies, the Beast and I were ready for our 48-mile journey. As the skies cleared after the previous day's rain, an eerie fog blanketed the coastline, masking the beauty that lie ahead. By the time I reached the La Selva Beach bluffs, however, the fog had cleared, unveiling the sparkling Monterey Bay. The bluffs overlooking Manresa State Beach are one of the few areas in the Monterey Bay giving you an unimpeded view of both sides of the 36-mile distance from Santa Cruz to Monterey. As I continued my journey heading south, little did I know this driveway would be a prominent stop on my return journey. This section of road yields 30+ mile-per-hour speeds, great views of the Pajaro Valley farmlands, and the sweet smell of ripening strawberries, a major crop grown annually in this area.
So here I am at about 18 miles into my ride, so I'm a little over a third of the way done. It turned out to be a beautiful day. It's a little windy. The farmland is beautiful. You can smell the strawberries. It's amazing. The Beast is handling great with the trailer. I hope you join the ride. I'm going to take a water break, and then we're going to hit the road.
But strawberries are only one of the hundreds of different crops grown annually in these fertile farmlands. As I left the Pajaro Valley and made my way south, the seaside community of Moss Landing with its prominent and familiar landmark became visible. Moss Landing, a community with a population somewhere around 200, is home to a small craft harbor and a 2,538 megawatt natural gas producing power plant that houses the largest battery storage facility in the world.
Okay, I'm here at the Moss Landing Marina. I'm about 27.15 miles in, and we're going to sit down and have some lunch.
The power plant's most prominent feature is its 225-foot steam stacks that stretch mightily skyward, providing all sides of the Monterey Bay a glimpse of a structure that was constructed back in 1949.
That, folks, is an earthquake.
This is also a structure that, at the age of 50, withstood the October 17, 1989 Loma Prieta earthquake, which struck at 5:04 p.m. and registered 6.9 on the Richter scale.
A lot of transmitters were affected by this earthquake, and I know it's going to cause a lot of problems.
At the center of the Monterey Bay, Moss Landing is also home to the ever-popular Phil's Fish Market, the Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute, and the Moss Landing Marine Laboratories. West of Moss Landing, out in the bay, is a canyon that stretches 292 miles into the Pacific. It's 7.5 miles across at its widest point and has canyon walls over 5,500 feet high. The Monterey Canyon has been likened to an undersea Grand Canyon, and it ranges between 9,000 and 12,000 feet below the water's surface. For more information about the Grand Canyon Beneath the Waves and the Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute, I've included a link in the description below. Nope, this is one bike that does not run on electric. As I continue my journey south through more farmland, I pass through the artichoke fields of Castroville. Castroville, the artichoke center of the world, was home to the famous Artichoke Festival from 1960 to 2013, but the festival grew so large it was moved to the Monterey County Fairgrounds in 2014. California's first ever artichoke queen, a 22-year-old model named Norma Jean Baker from Los Angeles, was crowned in Castroville back in 1948. Don't know Norma Jean? She would later become the world's most well-known sex symbol of the 20th century, Marilyn Monroe. Finally, after about 30 miles, I reached the Monterey Bay Coastal Recreation Trail, a popular multi-use path that stretches 18 miles along the coast through the communities of Castroville, Marina, Seaside, and the heart of Monterey's Cannery Row before ending in Pacific Grove. While rolling through more farmland and paralleling some major thoroughfares including California Highway 1, the recreation trail passes through the Fort Ord National Monument. Fort Ord was originally used as an artillery range and training facility for horse cavalry units beginning in 1917, but it was expanded in 1940 during the early years of World War II. During the 1950s and 60s, Fort Ord was a major staging area during the Korean and Vietnam Wars and once housed as many as 50,000 troops. Fort Ord was officially decommissioned in 1994, but when you visit the Fort Ord National Monument, you can still see remnants of the old water treatment facility, some old army barracks, the old shooting ranges, and even the old military bunkers with their steel doors hiding a cavernous existence. And while the bunkers still remain, it appears only one door has access and is not closed off by massive concrete blocks. Spectacular views, amazing colors, and the occasional ground squirrel are just a few things you'll encounter when you visit the Fort Ord National Monument. When entering the community of Seaside, you come across another attraction unique to this area. The coastal winds in this part of the bay jet upward off the large sloped sand dunes to create perfect conditions for paragliders to quench their thirst for adventure while enjoying a unique view of the bay. But I'll stick to my two wheels, thank you very much. As I pedaled onward through the rippling sand dunes and bid farewell to my gravitationally defiant counterpart, I came upon a section of trail closed by huge sand drifts from the ever-changing coastline. It's not uncommon for sections of the trail to become covered by the drifting sand, requiring some intervention by the Public Works Department, as you can see here by the mounds of sand that have been cleared from the path. As I left the sand dunes behind, and enjoyed the fast descent of this S-shaped switchback into North Monterey, my day's journey was finally coming to an end. After nearly 48 miles and 5.5 hours traversing the bay, I reached my weekend destination.
Well, okay, that was my ride from Santa Cruz to Monterey. It was about 47.83 miles. It was about 1,873 feet of climbing. I finished with about 34% battery left. Now I'm here in the motel. Here's everything that I had packed in the trailer. It ended up being almost 75 pounds worth of gear. That's the end of part 2 of Beast Around the Bay. If you enjoy my content, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, ring the bell for notifications. Feel free to comment and ask questions below. Be sure to come back for part 3 tomorrow when I ride 17-mile drive and check out Pebble Beach Golf Course. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you in the next one.